Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has challenged Rahul Gandhi and his Congress to explain how their massive schemes of fiscal extravagance could be implemented without raising the tax burden on people. We will compare the UPA and NDA figures as we quote Sitharaman. First, a comparison of taxes. Second, a comparison of GDP growths. The finance minister observed that some people had been questioning the fiscal management of the Narendra Modi government. She says frequently absolute figures have been juxtaposed without taking into account the GDP growth, which serves as the foundation for our debt calculations. Sitharaman accused the Congress of making grand promises that lacked transparency and were detached from reality. The Congress has proposed a Mahalakshmi scheme to provide 1 lakh rupees per year to every poor Indian family as an unconditional cash transfer. This will cost between 2 lakh crore rupees and 5 lakh crore rupees. The Congress has promised also to increase the wages under the Manrega to 400 rupees per day, up from 289 rupees per day currently. This will put the country on an additional cost of 25,000 crore rupees. Rahul Gandhi's party further promises to double the pay of frontline health workers such as ASHA workers. This will cost an additional 10,000 crore rupees. The Congress has promised also to increase pension under the National Social Assistance Program from 200 to 500 rupees per month to 1,000 rupees per month. This will cost an additional 40,000 crore rupees, which is double the current cost. And finally, the Congress has promised to write off student loans. Now, all these promises of the Congress are going to cost over what the government of Modi is already spending, a whopping 15 lakh crore rupees. This cost will give rise to a huge fiscal deficit and inflation, among other things. Since Rahul Gandhi used the colloquial expression khatakhat, Finance Minister Sitharaman mocked him by calling the Congress promises khatakhat schemes. Sitharaman also questioned the feasibility of the Congress schemes in terms of funding. She asked whether the Congress would resort to borrowing significantly or increasing taxes to support these initiatives if they were to be implemented. So, let's study how much the Manmohan Singh government had borrowed and how much the Narendra Modi government did. Then, comparing the fiscal management of the BJP-led NDA government to that of the Congress-led UPA, Sitharaman emphasized that despite the challenges posed by COVID-19 pandemic, her government's handling of finances has been more effective, with substantial resources allocated for relief efforts. So, here is a comparison of trade deficits and government debts. Sitharaman wrote that in the aftermath of the pandemic, the Modi government adopted a well-balanced approach towards fiscal consolidation while ensuring the continuity of economic growth. This strategic move resulted in a significant reduction of the fiscal deficit, declining from 9.2% of the GDP in the fiscal year 2020-21 to 5.8% in the revised estimates for the fiscal year 2023-24, as Sitharaman stated. Therefore, let's check out the pre- and post-COVID conditions of the Indian economy. Furthermore, Sitharaman recalled that during the UPA regime, India witnessed a consistent ratio of gross fiscal deficit, or GFD, to GDP, which stood at a minimum of 4.5% for 6 consecutive years between 2009 and 2014. Out of these 6 years, 3 recorded a GFD to GDP ratio between 4.5% and 5%. 1 year witnessed a ratio between 5% and 6%, and 2 years experienced a ratio exceeding 6%. These figures were obtained without facing a crisis similar to the COVID-19 pandemic. So finally, we are putting together a summary of UPA-NDA comparisons of various financial management parameters.